History of Saint Miriam, we're a young parish. We're only 8 years old. We started in a rented synagogue space about 8 years ago in Roxborough in Philadelphia. When we had the opportunity to move to Flourtown, we purchased 12.5 acres, which is kind of a miracle in and of itself for a parish so young. And so now we operate a parish, preschool, kindergarten, a friary, and a cemetery. And the parish itself is over 100 years old, at least this main building that we're in. And so that produced a lot of challenges when we moved in. We had electrical challenges, we had aesthetic challenges, sound challenges, and then we also had lighting, heating, and air conditioning challenges. The walls are stone and very thick, the floors are very thick, and so a traditional application simply wasn't going to work. But as we started to approach our first spring and summer, we had a major issue. The sanctuary was just simply too big, and the one air conditioning unit just simply wasn't big enough. Contacted Wes Carver, and we told him that we needed to upgrade the HVAC in this sanctuary space.
My name is Wes Carver, owner of Wes Carver Electric. We've been in business for 17 years now. So some of the challenges that we faced were keeping intact the historic architecture of the church at the outside of the building. So it was very important for us to locate the equipment that it wasn't going to interfere aesthetically with the look of the church building. Secondly, on the interior, we also weren't able to really disturb anything on the inside, so we had to be very careful about where the locations were to be able to hide our piping and hide our wiring as much as possible.
So I think that one of the things that we decided to do was to look for some type of an air conditioning unit or heat pump unit that would actually allow us to accomplish a very low intrusive aesthetic inside of the sanctuary, increase our cooling capability on demand, but also making sure that it wasn't a sore thumb sticking out on the side of the building as well.
So I think any installation in this building is challenging, whether it's running a wire or installing a heating and air conditioning system. It's an old building, there's thick stone walls, there's historic architecture that we have to be mindful of, and there's not a lot of paths for us to run wiring and piping. So ultimately the Mitsubishi ductless was the perfect fit for that scenario. By using the Mitsubishi products, we were able to protect the architectural integrity of the building and still meet the cooling demands of the parish.
I think that Mitsubishi not only provided the on-site help, but also they took great care to understand what my needs were as a pastor.
Since this was our first installation, I really could not believe how much more comfortable the space felt almost instantaneously. Now, we were putting these systems in the middle of July, and it was hot and it was humid. So literally within an hour, 2 hours, the whole church felt really, very comfortable.
And it is absolutely probably the most perfectly quiet system I've ever had. We can turn on every single unit and it doesn't bother me at all. And I can tell you everything bothers me. So if I'm telling you that it's quiet and it doesn't bother me, it's really a good fit for my parish.